Sam Nujoma, the so-called father of the Namibian nation, has passed away. The tributes are pouring in, hailing him as a revolutionary, a freedom fighter, and a nation builder. But behind the praise lies a more complex reality. His leadership set Namibia on a path of independence, but was his legacy truly one of progress, or did he hold the country back? And what does his death mean for Namibia and the SADC region, a bloc struggling with corruption, economic decay, and political stagnation? Let's take a critical look at the man, his rule, and the uncertain road ahead. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an in-depth breakdown of Africa's biggest stories. And if you find this video insightful, drop a like. It really helps the channel grow. Yes, Sam Nujoma led Namibia to independence. Yes, he was a symbol of resistance against apartheid. But after independence, his leadership was far from democratic. Nujoma ruled Namibia for 15 years, extending his presidency beyond the constitutional two-term limit by forcing through an amendment. Sound familiar? This is the same playbook used by leaders across Africa to cling to power. Under his leadership, Namibia was supposed to move toward economic empowerment and equality. But let's be honest, what really changed? Land reform, a failure. The vast majority of land remains in the hands of a few elites, and expropriation efforts have been slow and ineffective. Corruption, a growing problem. SWAPO, the party he founded, is riddled with scandals, and wealth is concentrated in the hands of the political elite. Economic transformation, minimal at best. Namibia still relies heavily on mining and agriculture, with little industrial development. Nujoma built a political dynasty, not a truly democratic nation. His legacy is one of power consolidation, where critics were silenced and dissent was crushed under the guise of patriotism. Nujoma may have stepped down in 2005, but did Namibia ever truly move on from him? SWAPO has ruled unchallenged for decades, and its grip on power remains strong. But what has that meant for ordinary Namibians? Unemployment is sky high, youth disillusionment is growing, and the promise of post-independence prosperity feels like a distant dream for many. The current president, Nangolo Mbumba, took office after the death of Hage Geingob in February 2024. But let's be real, Mbumba is just a transitional figure, holding power until Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah takes over as Namibia's first female president in March 2025. Will her presidency bring real change, or will SWAPO simply use her as a symbol while maintaining its old, corrupt power structures? Nujoma was a staunch believer in regional unity, playing a major role in the Southern African Development Community, SADC. But let's be real, what has SADC actually achieved? South Africa is on the brink of economic collapse, with power shortages, corruption scandals, and political infighting. Zimbabwe remains in a permanent state of crisis, with no sign of recovery. Mozambique is dealing with terrorism and security issues. Zambia is drowning in debt. And what has SADC done about any of this? Nothing. It's a toothless organization, filled with leaders who prioritize self-preservation over real regional development. Without Nujoma's symbolic influence, will SADC finally step up, or will it continue to be a talk shop for corrupt politicians? Sam Nujoma is gone, but Namibia and SADC remain stuck in the same cycle of failed leadership, broken promises, and missed opportunities. His legacy, like that of many post-independence African leaders, is complicated. Yes, he fought for freedom, but he also built a system that benefits the few at the expense of the many. So the real question is, will Namibia and SADC finally break free from the shadows of their so-called liberation heroes? Or will they continue down the path of stagnation? What do you think? Will Namibia and the region move forward, or are we doomed to repeat history? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video insightful, hit that like button. It really helps get this message out to more people. And don't forget to subscribe. We bring you unfiltered, no-nonsense analysis on Africa's biggest stories every week. Share this video with your friends, Because these are the conversations Africa needs to have.